Since the beginning of 2019, KSL has reported on more than 60 cases of porch theft in Utah. It's a lot of newscasts, but only a fraction of the overall cases reported.
Yeah, Dina, you may remember a few years ago, the KSL investigators set up a sting operation, catching a couple of porch pirates while in the act. Well, just a few days ago, law enforcement did something very similar to that. And as we're about to show you here, sometimes the crooks are stealing more than just a few packages. In just the past few weeks alone, it's happened to people like Doreen.
About $1,500 worth of stuff.
It's happened to guys like Spencer.
Even when you have cameras, it doesn't mean that you're safe.
It's happened to sweet ladies like Debbie.
Because I remember seeing Chevrolet as I'm running out the door screaming, "Ah, stop!"
It's happened to UPS employees like Nick.
I jumped in my car and drove around the neighborhood in the directions I knew they'd possibly go.
And it's happened to an estimated 35.5 million others throughout Utah and across the country in the past 12 months. You've seen the video, the suspects, and I know you've seen the stories. Someone stole my package from the porch. It's a printer, and I was wondering, so you know nothing about this?
No.
Hey, why'd you steal my package? But what you don't often see,
It's going to be a Class A theft if anybody takes it.
is if anything is being done to fight it.
The objective is we'd like to have them leave the property, and if we can, stop them down the street.
This briefing of law enforcement, including the Utah Attorney General's office and local police, is a direct result of a privately funded and combined effort with big-time retailers like Amazon. They lose billions every single year because of lost or stolen items. So, on this day,
This is what the package looks like.
and for the next few years,
Each one has a GPS tracker in it.
they are setting up sting operations hoping to catch the crooks. Right now, an operation with 10 different porches, 10 different boxes, and 10 different teams waiting and watching for the pirates to strike.
We recognize this as a problem. It needs to be prosecuted, and we need to arrest these guys.
Brendan Call works special investigations with the Utah Attorney General's office and says a primary reason porch pirates are rarely prosecuted is because they are rarely caught. Now, of course, doorbell cams catch them all the time.
A lot of these thieves are just so brazen that it doesn't seem to stop them.
But what you don't see is just how often it happens. Research companies like Rensselaer, Polytechnic Institute, and CNR Research have shown 1.7 million packages are stolen or lost every single day. It's happened to 36% of those buying online, resulting in $25 million in lost goods and services on a daily basis.
Porch pirates doesn't seem like a big thing, but I mean, it's rampant.
Rampant because tracking down the crooks and then proving they did it is often impossible. That is unless they are caught in the act. While 9 of the packages in this operation sat untouched, on the second day, 20 minutes into the sting, a box was stolen, tossed into an SUV, and when the couple realized they were being followed, video catches them racing into a driveway, leaving the vehicle and casually walking away. The SUV was stolen, and while they escaped police,
yeah, a lot of merchandise here. You got some shoes, you got, looks like a jersey.
they left behind a lot of evidence. More than a dozen stolen packages, a basket full of mail, a tossed jacket, fingerprints.
There's a number of packages in here, so they've stolen a lot.
And their DNA.
I do think there are rings of it that are very organized, very widespread and big, yes.
And whether or not this is one of those rings, we really don't know. What we do know is this couple represents only a small fraction of a much bigger problem. A problem for people like Doreen.
Who do they think they are?
A problem for guys like Spencer.
People suck, you know.
It was just kind of freaky.
A problem for nice ladies like Debbie.
How dare he?
It's
A problem for UPS employees like Nick.
different when it happens to you.
And a problem this newly created task force hopes to some degree
Just like any other crime, it's never going to go away.
can eventually be contained. Law enforcement got a hit on the DNA from that SUV. Neither of the suspects are in custody tonight, but that could soon change. Law enforcement was able to return 8 of those stolen packages to the rightful owners. Now, with more people working from home, you would likely think porch piracy numbers would go down. Well, law enforcement says that is not the case, so they remind buyers to track their packages, pick it up as soon as it hits that doorstep, maybe have it delivered to your place of employment, or some people have lock boxes sitting on their doorsteps.
Thanks, Mike. It's galling every time we see that.